Once, a young monk was walking through a forest when he came across a child sitting by a stream. The child was crying, and the monk asked him what was wrong. The child said, "I've lost my favorite toy. I've searched everywhere for it, but I can't find it." The monk sat down next to the child and said, "Don't worry, I'll help you find your toy." Together, they searched the area around the stream. The monk asked the child to describe the toy, and they looked for anything that matched the description. After a while, the monk stopped and said, "Let's sit down for a moment and rest." They sat in silence for a few minutes, watching the water flow by. The child's tears dried up, and he began to feel a sense of calm. The monk then said, "Do you see how the water flows? It doesn't resist the rocks or the banks of the stream. It simply flows where it needs to go. Like the water, we should learn to let go and flow with life rather than resisting it." The child nodded, and the monk continued, "Your toy may be lost, but that doesn't mean you have lost everything. You still have your health, your family, and your friends. You can find happiness in these things, even without your toy." The child thought about this for a moment and then smiled. "You're right," he said. "I do have many things to be grateful for." The monk smiled back and said, "Remember this lesson, and you will find peace even in difficult times." The child thanked the monk and walked away, feeling lighter and more content. As the monk watched the child go, he too felt a sense of peace. He realized that sometimes helping others can bring us as much joy as helping ourselves. And in that moment, he felt grateful for the opportunity to share his wisdom with the child.